that you wish to drastically change from the previous 5, you can do it. If you wish to. Now this isn't written. Here's what it's called: opportunity. If you don't know you can change, if you don't know you can drastically change your income, change your future, change your health, change your marriage, change everything. If you don't know that, some people then go year after year after year after year not making much change, simply because they didn't get to the class. They never read the book. They never went to the seminar. They never made the discovery. They didn't seek for the knowledge of how could I make my life better. And if you just rock along, I'm telling you it's okay. Anybody can live any way they choose, but I'm here to tell all of you that if you wish to, it's possible to make the next 3 years totally different than the last 3. And all you have to do is just a few things. The same wind blows on us. So we got that one now? It's not the blowing of the wind that determines your income. It's not the blowing of the wind that determines your fortune. It's the set of the sail. It's the set. The same wind blows on us all. Maybe I've got some ideas that'll help you with a couple of little things about setting the sail of your thinking that might drastically give you multiplied more benefit the next 3 years than you've gotten in the last 3. So it's not what happens. What happens to everybody. It's not the blowing of the wind that determines your income. It's not the blowing of the wind that determines your fortune. It's the set of the sail. Next skill I learned that paid big money: organizing. Getting people to work together is magic. Once you got a few, get them to work together, see, and that's magic. Getting people to work together is magic. Organizing, and that's magic. Now, yes, it's challenging, like having some, several members of your family. Getting them to work together is challenging, but it's magic. Getting husband and wife to work together is challenging, but it's magic when it happens, and that's magic. Everything magic is challenging. Jot that down. Everything magic is challenging. But once you figure out the challenge and go for it, then the magic occurs. Let me tell you how magical people working together is. Let me quote the Bible again. It says, if 2 or 3 agree on a common purpose, nothing is impossible. Just try that on for your mental size. If 2 or 3 agree on a common purpose, nothing's impossible. Everybody's looking for a challenge. Here's what I teach, especially the kids. Here's the best challenge in the world. Let's go do it. Not you go do it. Let's go do it. If 2 or 3 of us decide on a common purpose to do it, nothing's impossible. Nothing's impossible. Working together, organizing. When everybody's an independent, now it's a little more challenging. Like having kids, they've each got their own opinions. They've each got their own ambitions and desires. It's challenging. You've got a variety. But that's what makes life the variety. In your business, it is challenging, getting people to work together. It's like herding cats. Sheep are easy, but you gotta try cats, herding cats. But if you can possibly get it done, the power is so immense when you get people to work together. And that's magic. Here's one of the powers of working together: shared testimonials. If I've got somebody new and you're there and I'm there, I give them my testimonial, you give your testimonial. Maybe what tips the scales in getting me a new person is not my testimonial, but my partner's testimonial. Somebody I'm working with, their testimonial got them. Shared testimonials are so powerful. That's why working together is okay. And that's magic. Once you got a few, get them to work together, see, and that's
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, welcome, guys. Welcome to our Tuesday evening next level training, getting started right training, guys. Benjamin McCray here, Coach Benjamin here. What's going on, folks? If you guys can hear me clearly, I have on my airplane headphones so I can have some sound control here. Hold for 1 second. Yes, Mr. Ramirez, I will record this. Hold, please. Hopefully everyone is doing well. If you could hear me and see the slides, please give me some fire emojis. Give me some fire emojis, man. We are coming to the end of the year 2024. We are really fired up and making some things happen, guys. I'm excited for all of you. Um, there's some new slides and things of that nature that has come out, and they're out. The PowerPoint training is outdated. Tonight's just going to be a next level training, if that's okay with you guys. Um, so we're going to just really jump into it. I want to encourage everybody to send out a message to get all your folks locked in. Send out a message to get your folks locked in. Guys, one of the key things, and I'm going to show a video in a few minutes, but this is all about getting to that next level. You know, as we go into the new year, I appreciate all those fire emojis. As we go into the new year, man, and we're reevaluating our why, our reason for showing up, our reason for staying plugged in. You know, we have to be so crystal clear in these days ahead of us on what it is that we're doing and why exactly it is that we're doing it. And we just got to stay focused because there's going to be a lot of distractions, as there always is. Right now, people are distracted in the holiday. It's just it's a natural thing. The holidays is usually what separates the professionals from the rookies. The rookies are, you know, distracted. It's just what it is. But what we want to do is get focused. We want to put on our blinders as we charge forward into the new year with a clear vision of what we got to get done to reach our objective, our why. And what is your why? I mean, I really want you to ask yourself right now, inside of your mind, what is my why? Why am I in business right now? Why am I showing up? What is it that I want to accomplish? Do you realize that a lot of people don't ask that question and they just go through life just blowing in the wind? Most people don't take that time and just ask why. Is it for vacation? And money is not good enough. Money is not good enough. If you say money, you got to go deeper. What is money going to do for you? What will that extra $1,500, that extra $3,000, you know, that extra $6,000 a month, or 9,000, or 15, or $450,000 a month? What will that do for you? What will it allow you to accomplish in regards to achieving your why? Because once we have that clear, everything else falls into place. If your why is not clear, then anything and everything can distract you. Understand this. As a matter of fact, this will be a good time. Send out a message right now. Call if you need to and get your folks on. I'm going to play a quick video. This is an awesome video, powerful video. Hold for 1 second here.
The future of your business is here.
Not a commercial.
With Wix, you get advanced AI capabilities for more customization, more time,
Hold on.
and more growth. Speed up your website copy with an AI text gen.
So many years ago, when I was 19 years old, I had a meeting with a man that I'd never met before, that was introduced to me by my brother. And this man was very successful financially, with his family, as a philanthropist, as a businessman. And he asked me one question that defined the trajectory of my life. And the question he asked me was I interested in achieving my life's goals and dreams, or was I committed to achieving them? And he said, if I was interested, I would do what's convenient, but if I was committed, I would do whatever it takes. And Mr. Alan Brown said to me, he says, John, he says, if you're interested, you'll do what's convenient. You'll believe your stories and excuses, and you'll continue to be a victim of your current reality and circumstances. You'll come up with all the reasons why you can't achieve those goals, and that's what you will be focusing on for the rest of your life. He said, and the big difference is if you're committed, you'll start today to let go of your stories, your excuses, your reasons why you're achieving your certain results right now and why you can't achieve any of those goals and dreams you wrote down on this piece of paper. He said, if you're committed, you'll upgrade your knowledge. If you're committed, you'll upgrade your skills. If you're committed, you'll come in every single day and figure out how you can achieve those goals and why you must versus why you can't and why you won't. And after he explained the difference between interest and commitment to me, I put my hand out and I shook his hand and I said, Mr. Brown, I'm committed. Now, I was scared shitless to say that I'm committed because I had to let go of all of my reasons why I couldn't achieve my goals and dreams. And the very act of writing my goals and then saying to him and then to myself, making a commitment to myself to be committed, I started to achieve the financial and life goals and dreams that I wrote down on that piece of paper. And not only did I achieve every one of those, I way exceeded every single goal. That's when my whole life changed. One commitment, one moment in my life, I said that I was committed to my financial and health and relationship and career and business and charitable goals and the travel goals and the health goals I had. I was committed to all my goals. He said, great. Well, the first action steps towards commitment is to develop a plan for how you're going to actually achieve those goals. So here's my question for you. Are you interested in achieving your financial and health and relationships and career and business goals and your travel goals, or are you committed? Now, if you're committed, here's what I'd like you to do. Take a sheet of paper and write down one goal for every area of your life: health, wealth, relationships, career, business, charitable. And write down one goal and when you want to achieve it by. And then what I want you to do is write down 3 action steps that you can take towards achieving those goals. Write down, what do you need to learn? What do you need to believe? What do you need to do? Take those things, put those right on your calendar with a time by which you are going to complete those things. And if you can do that for each one of your goals, if you can focus on the goal you want to achieve, 3 action items towards achieving those goals, and a specific timeline by when you're going to achieve it by, you are going to be the type of person that achieves your goals and dreams versus the person who hopes and prays and wishes that those goals and dreams become a reality. The person who achieves goals and dreams takes consistent daily, weekly, monthly actions towards those goals and dreams. And they don't allow their stories or their excuses or the reasons or circumstances to hold them back. They are committed to achieving their goal no matter what. That's the attitude. That's the mindset that you have to have. And you have to have absolute resolve that you will do whatever it takes. So, are you interested or are you committed?
Wow. Take notes. Are you interested or are you committed? That's powerful, guys. Are you interested or are you committed? Are you interested or are you committed? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a journey and it's a process. We're talking financial, we're talking health, we're talking relationships, we're talking spirituality, all these things. Hold for a second. I am doing a training. I'll call you back. Sorry. All right, cool. All these things are the goals that we must set. What completes your life? What gives you balance? And I'm one to always say, balance, there's no such thing as balance. If you put focus on one thing, you're going to neglect another thing. But we always strive to get balance. We always strive to get balance. And I want us to strive to have balance going into 2025, and make some major things happen. 2025 has to be a breakthrough year. It has to be a breakthrough year, guys. And I wanted to show that video because we got a whole lot of interested people around us. But there's a difference in commitment. Commitment is coming and showing up no matter what. Commitment is putting a date on it, having a clear goal, giving it a timeline, and learning the skills and whatever it takes, to get to that, to bring those goals to fruition. We're in the business of building distribution, guys. We offer opportunity, hope and opportunity. I think it was Zig Ziglar who said that. Network marketing is offering hope and opportunity. And there's three rules to building a distribution, building a team. Exposures is everything. So once we decide I'm going to build a big business, and you set a goal to say I'm going to read 2-star, or I'm going national, or I'm going ambassador, set goals that fit into 2025. All right. Set your goals to fit into 2025 within the next 90 days, within the next 6 months, within the next 12 months. This time next year, where will you be? I want you to zoom out and zoom back in. This time next year, December 17th, where will you be? Will you still have the same financial challenges? Hell no. Will you still be robbing Peter to pay Paul? H to the L, no. H, hockey stick, whatever they say. Will you be stressed out? I mean, what would, look at yourself in front of a room doing a presentation? What is your life in December 17th, 2025? And I need you to set that goal. By December 17th, 2025, I'm going to be regional, national, ambassador, whatever your number is, whatever your goal is. And then let's come back and zoom out, and let's zoom back in. Where are you now? Now, what skills must you accomplish? What belief must you accomplish? What activities must you accomplish to get to that feeling? How did it feel seeing yourself in December of 2025, looking at your future self, making a strong 6-figure, 7-figure residual income? Close your eyes and visualize. I want you to feel it. Having that feeling that where you have no financial worries, man. Where you don't have to worry about anything in terms of finances and time management. You can do what you want, when you want, whenever you want. That can be accomplished By this time next year, 2025, anybody, yes, you can get that done by this time next year. I need you to see it. I need you to feel it. I need you to smell it. What environment are you going to be in? What type of foods are you going to be eating? Who are you going to be hanging around? Who aren't you going to be hanging around? Sometimes, you got to prune some people, man. You might be a little bit late in pruning, but it's never too late to prune. Some people are holding you back. Some things are holding you back. Some thoughts are holding you back. We can't take those thoughts and things into a new year. We keep carrying that luggage. Do you realize that when you overpack, you get penalized at the airport? Your luggage is too heavy, sir. You got to either pay or take some of that stuff out. I've been there before when I used to travel back in the day with back in the day. I'll just keep it at that. And man, we used to pack heavy. I don't pack heavy no more. If these things don't make it, then the hell, I'll buy something while I'm at the location. Wouldn't it be awesome to be able to travel and just bring your toothbrush and your laptop? Because you buy your clothes when you get there. I know people who do that. I know people who literally go to a location and buy their clothes when they get there and leave them. I don't know if I'm gonna leave my clothes, but I was reading on or looking at a pod or whatever you call those things. He said, "Yeah, I don't carry luggage. I buy my clothes when I get there, and I just leave it there for the people who clean up the room." Wow, I call that wasteful. But hey, if you can do it, do it. But guys, so now that we're zooming back in, I'm hoping that you drop the tear because you are excited. See, we move on emotions. We got to feel these things. People move on the desire for gain and the fear of loss. I need you to desire the gain of increasing your lifestyle and being fearful of losing out on an opportunity. This isn't going to be around forever, guys. I mean, it'll be here, but the window of people looking for opportunities and just improving their finances. I mean, all businesses go through life spurts. It's really, I mean, it goes through, I forgot, I totally forgot him. It goes through the growth phases of where you breaking down and you're laying the pavement, and then you have some of the growth that takes place. Then it becomes self-evident where folks are starting to join in and join the business, and you get momentum. And that's where we are in terms of leaders coming in and things of that nature. And then eventually, once it goes through that momentum within that 18, 24, 36-month time frame, then it flatlines. And then it's just, you're in. The millions have been made. Now it's just maintaining itself, bringing on new people to sustain those who were in the beginning. Understand that, though. That's just any business goes through that process. So here's the reality, guys. There's rules to this game, 3 rules to building a team. You want to be put in your goals. I'm a massive team builder. I'm going to build a massive organization of over 33,000 partners, LLCs, lifestyle connectors, coaches all over the country. Whenever somebody signs up, they're joining into my organization somewhere deep in my genealogy. You got to speak that into existence. Here's the reality, guys. As you do that, you got to follow the rules. Exposures is everything. The fortune is in the follow up. and we simply work with the willing. We can't bring that luggage over into 2025. Jim Rohn said, I love Jim Rohn if you guys don't realize it. He said, you can carry one, you can carry two, but you can't carry 1,000 on your back. You don't want to have to carry people. We want folks who want it. We want people who want it, man, who wants to go out here and just kick some ass for their family, who want to fight for their last name. You shouldn't have to pump people up all the daggone time and motivate them to become financially free. That's not this isn't that kind of gig. So once you get the rules, now you start playing the game. What's the game? We play baseball, guys, and I can't make this any simpler than this. We play baseball. We run the bases. We keep the bases loaded. So as we go into this process, and I may call on a few of you guys. I mean, if you want to do some role playing, I've been on my soapbox, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it within the time frame. But guys, we as we're closing out the year, let's talk about taking inventory. I remember when I had a job at Sears Roebuck in a paint department while I was in high school. And when I came to college down here in Charlotte, North Carolina, I went and got a job there for a little while. But in the paint department around this time of the year, it's the end of the year. So every business is taking inventory. How many brushes, how many cans of paint, how many rolls of this, and how many of this and that. And you take an inventory. Our inventory is names and numbers, email addresses. What's your inventory looking like? Do you have a fresh list of people to talk to as we go into 2025? And if not, here's the thing. What did I say? What the video said, you set your goal and then learn the skill sets that's needed to accomplish that goal. You can't keep calling on those same people over and over again, expecting rapid results. Now, I'm a believer in you follow up until they buy or die. Okay, we don't take no one off our list until they tell you to stop freaking calling me. But it's always good to have a fresh prospect on your list. Okay, we don't want to prejudge anybody, of course. We never want to prejudge anybody. And we want to make sure that we're qualifying that list as we go into closing out the year 2024, charging into the year 2025. 2025 is going to be a breakthrough year, guys. So master the skill set of sparking conversations. Do you keep your income options open? Right now, the best line ever, just my opinion, leaning on a happy new year. Are you open to making more money in 2025 than you did in 2024? Are you open to making more money next year than you did this year? Hey man, what's going on? How are you, brother? Man, I'm just so excited about 2025. Let me ask you a question, man. Are you open to making more money next year than you did this year? Who in the world will say no? If someone says no, I don't want to make more money in 20 next year than I did this year, wow, they've identified themselves as someone you don't want to do business with, and you might want to limit your associations with if you are that journey towards getting rich. They have no desire to make money. I mean, to do more. So yeah, that's a good qualifier. So you peak interest. Do you keep your income options open? Hey, are you open to making more money next year than you did this year? If I can show you a way to make some incredible income on a part-time basis without disrupting what you're currently doing, would you be interested in taking a look at a video? I mean, these are qualifiers, peaking interest. We want folks to say, yes, I'm open. Now we take them to first base and you put them on a third party exposure. Any type of tool, whether it's your video, your websites, we have all the marketing tools that we need to pre-qualify them. First base is nothing more than a pre-qualifier. I need you to really understand this. I'll make this point. I'm gonna put a pen right here. We're in the business of sorting and collecting decisions. So, and I said that wrong. We're in the business of exposing and sorting, where we put them in front of a tool. The video is good enough to identify, are you interested or you're not? So when someone says I'm not interested, we got to understand the tool did its job. It pre-qualified them. So if someone says, I'm not interested, this isn't for me, I watched this video and I don't see anything, that's not where you want to put them on the phone with your expert to have them try to convince them they're not interested. So if they watch the video and they say, man, that's great, I like that, but I'm not interested. Okay, perfect. I really appreciated you checking that out. Listen, let me ask you a question. Who do you know that may be interested in making some incredible income in the new year? I would love to share some information with them. Don't put them on a three-way call to have your expert try to convince them. If you try to convince a person against their will, they'll be of the same opinion still. We don't want to be convincing people because then we got to convince them to come to the trainings. We got to convince them to go get their first three partners, do a private business reception. We're not in the business of convincing. We're in a business of exposing and sorting, collecting decisions. So once they say, yeah, man, this is great. I've been looking for something like this. I like it. Great. Listen, the next step is to put you on the phone with my business partner. This individual knows 100% of the facts, loves helping people, down to earth, documented in this industry, really, really, really busy. Hold for 1 second. Let me get them on the line. Here's a point. I need y'all to pick up what I'm putting down. Don't ask, would you be willing to talk to my sponsor? You're in control, guys. As we go into 2025, posture, write that down. Posture is everything. People want to follow those who they feel is leading. We have what people want. If they're looking for an opportunity to make some serious money, we need to have the posture that I have what you're looking for. But if you're uncertain and you're asking, would you be willing to look at a video? Would you be willing to do a three-way call with an absolute stranger and so that they can convince you to get into business? No, no, no. Listen, I knew you would like that video. I knew you would love the money. The next step is to put you on the phone with my business partner. Now, he's very busy, down to earth, love helping people, well documented in this industry. Hold for 1 second. Let me get them on the line. You ain't asking, you're moving them through the process. Now, if they say, ho, 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 I don't want to talk to you. No, I don't want to talk. No, listen, man, this is the next step. I'm brand new. I don't want to mess this thing up. We have a process here. This is what I need you to appreciate, Mr. Prospect. We're a business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. I need you to see how this works. Hold for 1 second. Let me put you on the phone with my business partner. At that point, you've already three-wayed and alerted at least 3 to 5 of the experts. Let them know who the prospect is. You're going to call them with the prospect on hold. Understand this. And a three-way call is anybody but you. It doesn't have to be a regional and above. Anybody but you. It could be you as an executive and another executive, as long as they know how to do a three-way call. Because the ultimate thing in that is When you introduce the expert, you edify them. They don't know that they're just a executive. Let me put you on the phone with my business partner, Mr. Rowe. This individual is an amazing leader who is documented in the industry. He has a heart of gold, loves helping people, knows all the facts, and I mean, just love having fun. Busy. Let me see if I can get him on the line real quick. Mr. Rowe, how are you? Now, your prospect only knows the guy who you edified as an expert, Mr. Rowe. And then, of course, Jameson is going to do his thing, and he's going to simply say hello to the person who's you put him on the phone with. He's going to say, "Man, I'm so glad to meet you. A friend of Benjamin's is a friend of mine. Just call me Jameson. I understand you had a chance to watch the video. What jumped out and really caught your attention the most?" And he's going to go for the close. Do you see yourself as a member or as a business partner? It's not, do you want to join, or I don't even think you should say, do you want to become a partner? Do you see yourself as a member or as a business partner? They have two decisions there. So once they say a member, you shoot them the link. Once they say a business partner, you shoot them the link. And then from there, of course, if they say, I need to hear some more information, which is a natural thing, some people, it usually takes 3 to 4 exposures before a person makes a decision. So at that point, they've said they were open to an opportunity. They watched the video. It piqued their interest where you put them on the phone with an expert, and now the expert invited them to, excuse me, third base, which is a live event. Guys, I need you to understand this. They invited them to the launch party, to the live event tomorrow night at 8:30, or the luncheon tomorrow at 12 o'clock. The expert, you have more success with the expert inviting your guests to show up than you inviting them in many cases. And then what's going to happen is when they get to that, because one, they don't want to embarrass you. So as an expert, you say, so listen, I understand you want to hear more information. You're like me. I like to see, I like to gather all the information. And before I make a move, I get it. Let me invite you to one of our live events. As a matter of fact, tomorrow evening at 8:30 p.m., we have a big event that's going on, and I'll edify Eric and Wendell. And can you make it out tomorrow evening as one of our VIP guests? And they'll say yes. So now they committed not only to you, but they committed to your edified expert, where they don't want to embarrass you by not showing up because they lied to the expert. But if you don't edify the expert, they don't care. The way you edify, I can't express this enough, the better you edify, the more leverage you give your expert to close them, to move them along to first base, and to help along the way down the road when we're training and supporting them. So when they show up on third base, which is a live event, they're showing up tomorrow night, 8:30, not more so for information, but more for confirmation. They want to see 20, 30, 40, 100 people in a room where they'd be like, oh, wow, this is pretty cool. There's a nice group of people in here. Social proof is what they call it now in this media world. So now, once they see that there's more people in this event than just them and you, they're coming on board. They're signing up, and we rinse and repeat, and we do this over and over and over and over again, guys. I can't express to you enough the simplicity and the power of this right here. Keep your bases loaded with 10 in play. Maintain a deep bench at all times. Always keeping your list circulating. Play to win and never give up. and experts sort, amateurs convince, and that's what we're all about. This is a master sorting process, peaking interest, sharing a plan, three-way calls. Peak interest, share the plan, three-way calls, and we take them to the finish line, and the sky is the limit. Guys, don't be afraid to pick up the phone. The phone is your friend. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. The phone is your friend. This is the best time to just start calling people. And I'm talking to myself right here. I am a texter now. But I made it a goal going into the new year that I'm gonna pick up the phone and have more quality conversations. I'm not gonna be wasting my time jibber jabbering and all that, but picking up the phone and having conversations. This is the best time of the year to pick up the phones and just say, hey, man, we're coming to the end of the year. Just want to call and wish you a happy holidays or Merry Christmas, whatever you flow with in that regards. But man, just wanted to wish you a happy holidays, or Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Just checking up on you. Is everything all right? How's everything going? Blah blah blah. Da, 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 da. Between now and around January 5th is a wonderful time to just call folks up just to have conversations and listen to them more than talking. You want to listen and hear them speak all their frustrations and how things aren't going as good as they want them to be, and how next year got to be good. And then you just could follow up with them. You don't even got to hit them upside the head with an opportunity right away. Even if they say, man, so what you're up to? Say, yeah, you know me, I'm in business, but that's not the nature of me calling you right now. I'll send you information a little bit later on. I'm really just checking on you, man. But I'll send you some information about what I'm doing. I just wanted to make sure you came across you came across my mind, my heart, and I wanted to reach out to you, wish you a happy holidays, and check on you. Man, that will go a long way. Do you think a phone call is better than a text message that's a group text? Yeah. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Guys, tonight, we have our 10 p.m. event that's taking place with the West Coast Posse. The West Coast Posse is going to be presenting tonight at 10 o'clock. Who do you know on the West Coast? Tomorrow I do a luncheon, 12 o'clock. And then tomorrow evening, 8:30, we have the big event with Mr. Phelps and Mr. Woner. Man, let's get this thing rocking and rolling and close out this year strong. I think we have 2 more weeks before the year ends. Matter of fact, how does this thing lay? I think this is the last week coming up where I don't think we're doing anything next week. I think we pick up after. Hold on, let's open it up because whoever has their calendar open, let us know what exactly we're working with. Hold for 1 second, guys. Let me open up here. What is the goal? What did we say we were doing into the holiday schedule? When does Christmas land?